We're continuing with Jack Kirby's Fourth World with Forever People number 7. What would you do if you were lost in time? Read Forever People. See the supercycle defend itself against a savage human attack. Where are the Forever People? What has Darkseid, ruler of Apocalypse, done with them? On the world of New Genesis, the young have a voice, and this is the question they ask. This is the provocative and exciting theme of this segment of an epic war. I'll find you in yesterday. The Council of the Young has brought in distressing news, where our greatest warriors have tread in caution. Moonrider and his family unit have wildly rushed. Save them, High Father. They braved the anger of Darkseid himself. Punish them, but don't abandon them. Some great artwork. Metron, the Knowledge Seeker, was first to discover the sorry incident. His Mobius chair has the technical ability to monitor all known cosmic activity, and now the secret is out. A unit of the young people has used the boom tube to go to Earth and tangle with Darkseid and lost. Must this terrible collision of power between ourselves and Apocalypse be marked by additional anguish? Darkseid raises his children to destroy and die. You know that it's our duty to provide the alternative. Speaking for Metron, I'd say your friends are in bad straits. In terms of space, they could return by boom tube. The road back through time is a maze in which they could eternally stumble. We don't plead with you, Metron. You have the prerogative of ignoring us, but High Father can't. Help us, friends. High Father, do it now, sire. They dared us. They dared for us. Well, Isak is one of the youngest of New Genesis, and to add his voice against my edict. Not against your edict, High Father, but for our friends. Is this not a world of friends? Save our friends, High Father. Save them. There's no cause to weep, Isak. Metron says they're alive and unharmed, but they are lost and unhappy. They're dispersed, High Father, in different eras of time. You must unite them again. Look at me, Isak. Am I not as cold and stern as Darkseid? Darkseid is the fire pit of destruction. High Father is the tranquil green of morning, the time when the song of life begins. And what of power, Isak? Is this not the naked fist of power? True, but power to which the lightning dances on the infinite roads of time. Show our friends the right road, sire. Isak, what is it that makes the very young so very wise? Tee, it's our defense, High Father, against the very old. And where are these foolhardy friends of Isak? Remember, the devastating Omega effect which Darkseid unleashes in the previous issue, it was the total wipeout, the power to completely wipe anything out of existence. But by whimsical manipulation, Darkseid chose an alternative. His victims still exist, but where? Where are they? Forever People. Beautiful dreamer, we're still alive. Darkseid spared us. Marooned us is a more likely phrase. Moonrider, look around you. We're among people, but they're not the people of Earth's 20th century. 19th is more like it, post-Civil War. We're in some kind of theater attended by guards, notables. I think it's wise we do something to blend with this audience. Agreed, I'll cast the proper illusion. The orchestra is playing a number of evident national significance. Let's rise with the others. You look handsome in those antiquated clothes, even if they are an illusion. Suddenly, all eyes are riveted on the man and woman entering the flag-draped box seat above them. This is evidently in honor of that man. Do you suppose he's some sort of leader? Be still, girl. Let me think. I must think. Surely, as High Father is marked by the trials of the gods, this man seems scarred by grave tragedy in his time. Moonrider, with effort, digs mentally into the past, Earth orientation studies. Big Bear is the history buff in our unit. He'd know him at a glance. I know him too, yet he looks wise and old and tired. In my opinion, Ford's Theater is properly built for acoustics, my dear. Ford's Theater? That's where we are. Those are the words I wanted now. With casual ease, beautiful dreamer, leave your seat and come with me. Why? What's wrong? But we'll miss the play, Moonrider. I'd love to see a forerunner of Earth's evolving theater. We'll get to see more than that if we don't act. Begging your pardon, sir, would you oblige us by showing us some sort of identification? That goes for the young lady, too. Just normal precaution, ma'am, considering the president himself is here. So obviously that's President Lincoln. And somewhere stranded in time is Viken the Black, feeling the loss of his friends and pondering his situation. So this is what Darkseid has done with the Omega effect. Where have I been shunted to? Suddenly, seize the Black. Hey, stop that. Who are you cats? Why are you behaving this way? See that? You got so violent that you bumped into my elbow. And you into my helmet. Ugh. Be careful. He's unlike any savage we've seen in this new land. Look at his strange garb. Spaniards in early America. No, less. Being a language major, I should be able to deal with them. Speak, Black. How did you get here? Are you a deserter from Ponce's ships? That fills things in a bit. Ponce de Leon, the landing in Florida. If fear stills your tongue, be at ease. Our party is on its own. We're not beating that bush for Ponce's mystic fount of youth. Let me guess what you are looking for. Don't play cat and mouse with me, Black. If you've got gold, you'd best take it. I'm equipped to ferret out hidden minerals. Follow me. He's a strange one, all right, but he shows good sense. Gold, how much have you located, Black? Why don't you call me Viken? It happens to be my name. Ah, how clear and pure is the air of pre-industrial Earth. The green land and the creatures are in obvious harmony here. He babbles on in Ponce's own idiot fantasies. Do you think his story of hidden gold rings true? Truth or lie, he dies in any case. But wait, can we forget Big Bear? Whoops. Look out, friends. The Omega effect caught me in full momentum. By all the druid spirits, a warlock is among us. Pop. Oof, I'm terribly sorry, sir, but I did try to warn you. I seem to be a victim of time dislocation. Wham! Allow me to take a wild guess. Medieval dawn, man. Celtic or Saxon emergence. Hold that delightful eloquence, sir. By adjusting these ear circuits to instantaneous translation, I can overcome this handicap of language barrier. Now, gentlemen, we can speak freely. Bear of Warlock, we were just about to attack the Romans when you appeared. Clumsy fool. Blast the Warlock, we can still attack. See, Warlock, the cursed occupiers leave our land. Can you cast a spell to help us harass them on their journey home? I can make out a Roman commander bidding farewell to that traitor, Arda. Who, good friends, is this fellow Arda? One of our kind, trained by the loudest Romans as sentries to guard their miles of road. Well, I, for one, would like to avoid any partisan feelings at this moment. Don't you fellows appreciate the historic importance of what's happening? Big Bear, without warning, begins to confiscate the weapons from unwilling hands. The warlock's gone mad. Kill him. He's got the strength of 10. Would you please give me your weapons? Violence would spoil everything right now. I realize you're sensitive about all this, but I can't pass up the opportunity of actually witnessing a sight of such majesty. Thump, 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 thump. I'm a history buff, you know. I always loved it. One side, please. He's a demon. Only a demon could lift a boulder with such ease. You there, with the spiked helmet down in front. Release our weapons, you demon. Your evil magic is ruining this day of vengeance. The Romans are on the move. Go home, Romans, go home. There is no doubt in Big Bear's mind that this is the big Roman pullout. The ancient Britain, the last of their legions, casting an eternal image of power in their role, and thunder of their departure. It's Darkseid who should be seeing this, thinks Big Bear. After all, these are his children, ever evolving from man's weakness for dominion, his fear of other, his jealousy of other, his worship of strength. And we will continue with part 2.